Well, this is the new Honda Elevate, and Honda has been listening to the customers, they've been listening to journalists like me, and they have upgraded this car already with a host of new safety features. Yes, this car now comes with 6 airbags. Even in the base version, the 6 airbags come across the range. You also get a host of other safety features which make it better value than before, and along with better value, it's also a very good value for money car. So in today's video, we'll tell you all the big reasons why you should consider buying the Honda Elevate, what's all new about it, and why this is one of the best mid-size SUVs out there in the market. My name is Ashish Masi. If you've come to this channel for the first time, then please do subscribe to it. And if you enjoy watching this video and our content, then please do like our channel and share it with all your friends. Let's get started with the new 2024 Honda Elevate. Well, so what are the big changes on the interior of this car? First up, when you look at the digital instrumentation part of this car, you will see the new thing is that this car now gets a seatbelt reminder, seatbelt warning for all 5 seats. It's not just for the front seats, it's for all 5 seats, and it'll tell you who's wearing a seatbelt and who isn't. So that's something which is quite good in terms of the added safety. You of course also get now this little flap over here, which doesn't get any little light because it's a driver's side, so you can use this light, but on the passenger side you do get a flap over here to cover the mirror with this light. You also of course get the new enhanced safety in terms of improvements to the AC. You also of course get now enhanced air conditioning on this car because they worked on the air conditioning unit, and they've also worked on the AC vents and stuff like that, so you definitely get better air conditioning. It's showing around 40 degrees today in Delhi, but even then the throw of air is very good, and I'm feeling very comfortable inside the cabin, so no issues over there at all. Apart from that, the old features which were like ADAS and of course automatic headlamps, cruise control, etc. still there, and of course you also get automatic climate control, wireless charging on this Series version. You get a 12-volt charging point, 2 USB, but both of them are old school. And of course, the best point about this car has been the seat comfort. Not cooled seats, but still, seat comfort generally is very good. It's the best car in the segment in terms of seat comfort, both for your lanky legs, both for your back, and of course, even for side bolstering. It's really a fantastic place to be in. Quality of material is quite good. The only negative is that the sunroof over here is still of small shape and size, not the biggest, and could have been a better sunroof. And of course, cool front seats is still missing on this car. Those are 2 features I think which Honda will definitely have to upgrade in the next few days, because customers really do look forward to these things in their cars. But other than that, you get all the niceties like cruise control, automatic headlamps, automatic climate control, and a nice and large touchscreen. Anyways, quite a nice cabin to be in, nice and airy place. Let's see what are the big changes on the rear seat, and how is it better in terms of safety. Well, so I'm in the back seat now of the Honda Elevate. Now this car is the best in the business when it comes to pure space as well as comfort in the back seat. Leg room is massive, headroom also is quite generous, and it's generally a wide car, so you can easily have 3 occupants in the back. You get your own AC vents, you also get these little places where you can keep your files, and of course the windows are also nice and large, so there's no feeling of any kind of claustrophobia inside this car. What you'll really appreciate is the new changes on the car. You of course get 3 headrests. Now even the central passenger gets a headrest. That is something which was missing on the previous version, so Honda has added that. They've heard customer feedback, they've heard reviewers feedback, and they have finally added that, and all the occupants now get 3-point seat belts. Even the central passenger has a 3-point seat belt. You can of course pull out the seat belt from here and then latch on to this little hook over here, and then use it and put it over here depending on your shape and size. So it's a proper 3-point seat belt even for the central passenger, which means that this car now is very good in terms of safety, comfort, as well as space, and I'll give it a very good score of 10 out of 10. The best back seat in the mid-size SUV segment. Well, so in today's video we saw that the new Elevate comes loaded with safety kit. Even the base version now gets 6 airbags, which makes it very good value for money, and you also get a lot of other safety kit. But how is this car to drive? Well, I have good news for you, and that news is that this car is just as good to drive as it was before. So you get the same 1.5 petrol engine. It's not a turbo engine, and there's no hybrid option just as yet, which you do get of course on the Honda City, but this engine is really a fantastic engine in terms of the rev happy nature. If you really enjoy driving a naturally aspirated engine, you don't care about turbos and stuff like that, you just want pure driving pleasure, and this is a very mature kind of car. It's a very mature car in terms of ride comfort, because the ride is very supple at slow city speeds, and at the highway when you're doing speeds in excess of 100 kph, this car definitely offers you loads of confidence, loads of grip, and it'll give you a sense of security when you're driving with your family on the highway, because it offers you that very strong grip levels from the tires, and also that sturdiness which Honda cars are known for, especially the City, and this one because it's built on the same platform. What you'll also appreciate is the steering wheel. It's a very accurate steering wheel, and unlike a lot of other SUVs out there which have very light steering wheels, which tend to have little stiffness in the suspensions, this one's really got very good tuning on the suspension, very good steering wheel feedback, and of course if you choose the manual, the gearbox action also is nice and accurate, very light. This of course is a CVT that we are driving today, and of course the other good point is that the visibility all across is really excellent. So you get very large and chunky mirrors on both sides. Of course this big mirror in the middle gives you good visibility at the back, and the bonnet line is clearly visible. It's a flat bonnet, it's a very perpendicular bonnet, so you get a good 90-degree shape at the front, and you can see the edges of the car, which also give you great sense of confidence, because a lot of people think that it's a big car, how will we drive it, will you manage to see it, will you manage to see the corners? No such issues on the Elevate. So overall, in terms of driving pleasure, it's a very good car. In terms of ride comfort, it's a good car. In terms of fuel economy, also it's a good car. Yes, the only negative is that when you rev it up hard, when you take it beyond 3,500 RPM, sometimes you can feel the engine noise enter the cabin. The goodies now that this car comes with, and of course the added safety kit that this car also has, which makes it pretty good value as well. Anyways guys, now it's time for me to stop the car and give you a definitive summary report, and then of course you can decide which one you should buy, this one or some other rivals, but I definitely think that this car is top dog, one of the top dogs in this segment. It might not have all the features, but neither does it cost as much. Well, so in overall terms, these new features definitely make the Elevate better value and better in terms of the safety. This car already has the best back seat and the best boot in this segment, and all these new features make it a much more compelling buy. So if in the market for your first ever mid-size SUV and you want something which offers you great value, then the Honda Elevate is a great choice. It might still have some missing features like that big sunroof, and still might not have cool front seats, but apart from that, it is amongst one of the best cars in this segment for pure driving pleasure, for pure back seat experience, and for the boot. It's definitely amongst the top 3 mid-size SUVs out there.
I am standing next to an electric scooter which has done Kashmir to Kanyakumari and has made its name in the Indian Books of Records. I'm talking about Ampere Nexus. The company has launched it in 2 different variants. It's Nexus EX and Nexus ST. Hi, you're watching Times Drive English. It's me, Pavni Jain, and in today's video, I'm going to take a walkthrough of this vehicle and tell you everything about it that I know. We are going to talk about its design, tech specs, and also the price. Let's begin with the front panel of the scooter. I'll start with the neatly arranged headlamp cluster. You also get to see the LED DRLs, and please have a look at this front panel. You get the piano black finishing right here in the center with Ampere sticker on it, and on the sides, well, the design language from the sides is inspired by Arctic tern, which is a beautiful bird, and it is known for its angular wings, and that is the kind of style you're going to notice right here on the front panel. Other than that, you'll see the indicators right here on each side. Here you will get to see the Nexus board, which is temporary, and please have a look at the mudguard as well. Have a look at the side panel. It tapers down from here at the back, and from here it is the typical conventional width of any scooter. Coming to the rear end, you get a very sturdy grab handle. You'll get to see the tail lamps and also this amazing sporty look which is given on the rear end. Looks really nice and interesting. Please let me know what do you think of the overall design language of this scooter in the comment box. One more thing that I would want to mention is the flat floorboard that you get with this Nexus, and this also helps in carrying more stuff whenever you're commuting using your scooter. Well, other than just keeping your stuff here, there are more things that we really need to notice. The first thing that I want to show you guys is the port through which you can actually charge your scooter. The other thing is the little tiny pocket that you get here to keep all your accessories or maybe your smartphone, because you also get one separated and dedicated port to charge your smartphones on this scooter. Coming to the buttons to actually drive this scooter is very easy to understand. The physical interface has been kept really easy. So on the left side you get the left indicator and also the headlamps, the horn button, reverse, and also this one to read your trip status. With this button you can go back to the home, and this is the parking light. The right section of the buttons offers the navigation, the right indicator, the drive ready mode, and also the 3 modes that can be accessed from here. So with this mode button you can access 3 modes, which is Eco, City and Power, but the scooter offers 5 modes in total. Other than these 3, you also get the reverse mode and also the limp mode. Just like the physical interface, the user interface is also very easy. You get a 7 inches TFT screen with the top model, which is Nexus ST. The EX model offers 6.2 inches of screen. So understanding the user interface, you be on the home page and you will be able to read the trip status. You will be able to read and go through the navigation, swipe right, and you'll be able to see the charging status and also the music that you would want to play using your smartphone. Other than that, on the home page you also get settings to understand your vehicle, to know about your vehicle, and you also get the day-night mode options. The handlebars are textured, they feel nice, but I can comment on this once I am actually riding the scooter. So it's better that we talk about the boot space now. Well, you get a long flat seat with Nexus because they aim at family, so it's a family friendly scooter. So the upholstery feels nice and comfortable, but again, like I mentioned about the grip of the handlebars, this is something that we should test while riding. Let me show you the boot space. So that is how it looks from inside. It offers 22 liters of boot space and it comes with the charger, right here. It's heavy and it's bulky. Other than that, the design language that I was talking about, you'll get to see the Arctic turnboard right here. Now for a pillion rider, you also get a decent footrest on each side. Well, this is all about the physical looks and design. Let's talk about the tech specs now. Now speaking for the charging technology, it comes with 3 kWh battery capacity, and if you want to charge your scooter with a fast charger of 25 amp, you'll be able to fully charge your scooter at 2.5 hours. But if you are using a 15 amp charger, which is included with the scooter, then you will be able to fully charge your scooter with 3.3 hours. Now speaking for the performance, well, I can only talk about the figures. This scooter offers 5 bhp of power and 35 Newton meters of torque. Other than that, it offers 136 km of range, and also the top speed is 93 km per hour. Suspension wise, it offers telescopic suspension in the front and also dual shock absorbers at the back. It also offers 12 inches of alloy wheels, which you can already see with the scooter. You get disc brake in the front and the drum brake at the back. Curious about the dimensions, we have a list on the screen wherein you can find out the wheelbase, ground clearance, seat height, seat length and floorboard space. Now here's the main question, what is the price of Ampere Nexus? Well, if you want the EX model, then it is priced at rupees 1,20,000 approximately, wherein you do not get music controls or the charging status or the navigation status and more. Even the day-night mode is not there. But if you want all of that, then you really need to invest in the top-end model, which is Nexus ST, which is priced at rupees 1,30,000 approximately. Oh, did I tell you this scooter comes in 4 different colors? It's red, which is this one, there's blue, there's grey, and there's also white.
Yes, there are many similarities when we look at Glanza and Baleno, Invicto and Hi-Cross, Ertiga and Rumion, Hyryder and Grand Vitara, and now Maruti Fronx and the Toyota Taisor. However, this collaboration has worked in favor of Toyota. Their sales has increased by over 40% since the partnership began, with Glanza being one of the best-selling cars in Toyota's lineup. So as you can see that we have Toyota Taisor with us today, and despite having so many similarities, how is it different from Fronx? That's what we're going to talk about in this video. Hello everyone, welcome to Times Drive English. I'm Ankur Taneja. Let's begin the review of Toyota Taisor. So first, let's talk about the major changes that are there in the exterior of this Taisor. You get the completely new designed grille and the redesigned bumper that is there in this Taisor. Apart from that, everything is same, the headlamp cluster and everything else is same in the front apart from these design changes. Over here, the only major changes with the alloy wheels. You get the newly designed alloy wheels in the Taisor. However, the wheel size is same as the Fronx, but overall silhouette of the side profile is same as Fronx. There is no other change in terms of design when it comes to the side profile of this Taisor. And at the rear, there's a minute change in the tail lights that you can see over here, and you can see the branding of Urban Cruiser Taisor. And the variant that we have today with us is the top end variant, V variant, and the Neo Drive badging in the rear. Apart from that, everything else is same when it comes to Taisor and Fronx. Now let's go inside and quickly take a look at the cabin of this Toyota Taisor. Now let's quickly talk about some of the major elements that are there in the cabin of this Toyota Taisor. You get the 9-inch touchscreen infotainment screen, and you get the physical controls for the AC, which is really good. You get the wireless charging option, 2 cup holders, USB-A charging point, 12-volt socket, slidable armrest with a tiny space beneath it, but you don't get the option of leather seats even in the top variant, and there is no sunroof option, and also the rear seat armrest option is also missing in this Taisor. Apart from that, you get the option of cruise control, voice connect, disconnect and voice command options on the steering wheel, and you get the flat bottom steering wheel which gives it a sportier look. And there's an option of HUD display in the top variant of Taisor, and when it comes to the overall feel of the cabin, it feels premium and sporty at the same time. You get the 3 dual tone color options and the 5 monotone color options in Taisor, but in the Fronx you get 6 monotone and 4 dual tone color options, and if you want black color, that is only available in the Fronx, not in Taisor. This color is available in Fronx, and if you want the dual tone combination of white and black, that is available in Taisor, not in Fronx. So there are few changes that are there in the color options when it comes to Fronx and Taisor. Now there are few changes in terms of pricing and variance between the Taisor and the Fronx. So the starting variants that are there in the Fronx, which are the Sigma and the Delta. So the base variants of the Taisor are slightly expensive, around 20-25,000 expensive than the Fronx, but the turbo variants of both cars are priced at a similar price points. There is no difference in the turbo variants of both the cars. And there are 2 other extra elements when it comes to the variants. So there is Delta Plus variant that is there in the Fronx, which is not available in the Taisor, and also you get the CNG option both in base and mid variant of Fronx, and you only get CNG in the base variant of Taisor. So these are the changes in terms of variants. Now the last and final difference is about the warranty. You get the 3-year 1 lakh kilometer warranty with the Toyota cars and also with the Taisor, and you get 2-year 40,000 kilometer warranty with the Maruti Fronx. So that is one difference that is there in terms of warranty in between both these cars. Under the hood, Taisor offers 2 engine options, same as Fronx, 1 litre turbo petrol engine and 1.2 litre naturally aspirated petrol engines. Both engines are paired with either a 6-speed automatic transmission or a 5-speed manual transmission, catering to different driving preferences. And also there's an option of a CNG variant in Taisor as well. The engine performance of the Toyota Taisor is impressive both in city driving and on highways. The turbocharged engine delivers that extra burst of power when you need to accelerate more aggressively on the highway, making overtaking and long distance cruising a breeze. The suspension setup is finely tuned, providing a balanced ride whether you are navigating through city traffic or cruising on the open road. It effectively absorbs road imperfections, ensuring a smooth and comfortable journey. Additionally, the seats in the Taisor are well bolstered and designed for comfort, offering excellent support during long drives. This results in a ride that is both comfortable and controlled regardless of the road conditions. Now let's talk about the Taisor and not Taisor elements of this Toyota Taisor. And the first Taisor element is the design of this car, which I really liked, and I think it will not disappoint you. And the second Taisor element is about the performance of this 1 litre turbo variant that we have today with us, and the performance is really good, and again it's not gonna disappoint you. And the third and final element is about the cabin feel and the interiors of this Taisor. The overall feel is premium, and there is good enough space for 4 passengers in this car, so that area is also sorted. Now let's talk about the not so Taisor elements about the Toyota Taisor. And the first not so Taisor element is about the instrument cluster, which is same as Fronx, but I believe at this price point the option of fully digital instrument cluster should have been there. Now the second not so Taisor elements is that there is no option of leather seats even in the top variant, and there is no option of sunroof in this Taisor and also in Fronx. And the third and final not so element is about the rear seats. There is no option of rear armrest for the rear passengers in this Taisor, which is same as Fronx. So that is also one missing thing in this car. While both Taisor and Fronx miss out on some features, Taisor stands out with its stylish design, comprehensive features and strong performance, making it a well-balanced and attractive option for buyers seeking reliability and value.
Business and mobility often go together, and that's when you need a premium automobile. And that's why we are here with the BMW 5 Series long wheelbase business luxury sedan. Hi, you're watching Times Drive English. It's me, Pavni Jain, and in today's video, I'm going to give you a brief walk around of this vehicle. Please have a look at all the lines on this long bonnet, which seamlessly blends into the kidney grille of BMW. Well, this is also called the shark nose, which actually projects the far forward. Please also have a look at the copperish golden accents that you get on the grille. You're going to notice this on the side profile as well near the windows, but that I'll cover later. Now what you see is the twin LED headlamp setup. You also get the blue accents right here, which is unique to this car. Before I move to the side profile, please also have a look at the parking sensors in front. With the new 5 Series, you get 18 inches of wheels. On the sides, the first noticeable thing is the high shoulder line, the sharp ORVMs with parking camera, and also you get two windows. You get 2.5 because there is a quarter window on the rear door panel, which is actually attached to the door. On the rear profile, it actually flaunts the sporty looks. You get distinctive LED tail lamps also, and the boot space. Let me talk about it. You get 500 liters of boot space with this car. You know what, guys, honestly this car actually flaunts larger exterior measurements. For instance, if I compare it with the outgoing BMW 5 Series, this car has grew in length by 212 mm, and also as for the wheelbase, it is longer now by 130 mm. Now let's get inside the car and show you the interiors. So guys, I do understand it's a business luxury sedan, which means mostly it's going to be chauffeur driven. Yet I'm sitting in the driver's position just to show you what all do you see when you're sitting in this car in this position. So the noticeable things is, one, you get a 12.3 inches of MID information display. Then you get 14.9 inches of infotainment screen. Both the screens are curved displays. They are elongated in the front panel on the dashboard. Other than that, you get a 3-spoke wheel which is flattened at the bottom. You do get all the controls on the steering wheel itself. Now what's really cool about this car is the touch sensors that you get right below the screen, infotainment screen. You get a crystal sort of element that covers the width of the car from the interiors. Now what's really interesting in this car are the AC vents. You know why? Because they are invisible. They are shrouded under the dashboard. They are designed in a way that people cannot locate it very easily. Basically, you get seamless AC vents, and what another notable thing is that you get 4-zone climate control with this car. Now, next that I want to talk about is the wireless charging tray. You get 2 cup holders right in the center. And as for the center console, what has changed is the unique gear selector, which is here. So this looks nice and interesting, and it's made of crystal element that you get throughout the interiors of this car. Oh, this time you get a glass sunroof, which actually gives you a very wider viewing experience in comparison to its predecessor. Now I'm sitting in the back seat of this car, and it feels really very luxurious and premium, like this car is supposed to offer, the kind of experience the car is supposed to offer. Other than that, you also get the armrest, you get rear AC vents, and did I tell you guys that this car is the first BMW model to offer vegan interiors? Yes, this is what the company claims. For an immersive music experience, this car also offers 18 speakers. So that's all about this car. Like I promised, it was a brief walk around.